Callum, you're on the front row in qualifying, very close up there with Joseph Loke who took pole, but you're also on pole for race 2.
Yeah, no, very happy. It's a strong, a nice way to bounce back after Silverstone, which was, not our best weekend performance-wise, but it's exactly what we needed to do, entering the, business part of the season, as I call it. Pole and a P2 is, all we could really ask for. Obviously, a little bit of frustration with the red flag, as I think we could have gone a bit quicker, but, beggars can't be choosers, I guess, so yeah.
And you're leading the championship, but you haven't actually won a race this season yet. How have you managed to be so consistent?
I don't know. I think I'm a lot more mature than last year. I think there's a mix of that, I've been a little bit unlucky at times as well, where I have been in the lead and either I've been taken out or whatever. So it's just a mix of things. But I think that win's only just pending. It's only a matter of time. Especially this weekend I've got a good shot at that. So. We'll be looking to do that, but at the end of the day, my main focus isn't to win races, it's more just to collect points. That's how you win championships. That's exactly what I'm after, so the win just comes naturally, I think, and I'm not too worried about that. I'm not really focused on that at the moment.
And what was qualifying like up there? How was the track compared to practice, and what was it like during the red flag period?
Yeah, the track obviously got a lot hotter. I think we started first practice at 9 a.m, so it was relatively cool. Still extremely hot, but relatively cool, considering. So, track got, I don't know, I think performance-wise got maybe a tad slower. It's hard to tell, I think, naturally with the track temp going up, it does get a little bit slower, a little bit less grip, but, apart from that, it was pretty similar.
And how good is it to see Carlin so strong, of course, with John Bennett in the top 10 as well?
Oh, it's great. I think we're all in the top 10 actually for both races. I'm not 100% sure, but no, phenomenal job from the guys. They worked very hard over the our second half of the summer break. Just with the tests we did at Brands Hatch and stuff, we came there and we were pretty quick, so that was good, a good sign. And throughout testing we've been pretty fast too. So. Very happy, especially after Silverstone wasn't too great. So, they've done a really good job.
And how much do you feel you and the team have developed over this year and, of course, last year with them as well?
No, they've developed me a huge amount. Obviously, I remember them picking me up when I was about this tall, when I was 15 years old or whatever. So, it's been a heck of a journey. They've never stopped believing in me. They hopefully think quite highly of me, so that's nice. And to know that you've got a team fully behind you and fully supporting you is brilliant. And it's our story's not finished yet, so still got another few rounds left.
And how good is it to see yourself at the sharp end so often of such a competitive field with Alex Dunn, who's of course the British F4 champion, and loads of other quick guys out there as well?
Yeah, for sure. This is extremely competitive, which is why points is the main thing really, because every weekend there's somebody new that kind of, let's say, gets pole or wins. So as long as you're always up there in that top 3, top 5 buffer, that's the main thing really. So it's consistency is key, especially this year, I'd say, and with the point system as well, it really helps and it rewards people who are consistent. So yeah.
And you were nominated for the Motorsport Award 2 years in a row now. How much of a confidence boost is that?
Yeah, it's brilliant. To be recognised as one of the young British kind of rising talents coming through the ranks is brilliant, especially as an aspiring young driver. Is something that everybody kind of dreams about when they're a little kid. So obviously the next goal would to get into the top 4 and get to drive some fast cars around Silverstone. At the moment my focus is on the track this weekend at Brands Hatch, and then we'll see what happens with the Autosport Award. I think that'll be an amazing achievement, so we'll see.
And what are you expecting from the race later on? Do you think it will just be all about the launch off the line, with it being so tricky to pass here?
I'm not 100% sure. I think last year I made quite a few overtakes, obviously starting from the back, so I don't know. I think it'll be a little bit tougher this year, just obviously Joseph is no slow coach, so no, I think it'll be a bit tougher, but obviously the launch off the line is going to be crucial. I'm not too sure. Hopefully I guess for my sake, if I'm in P2, it's not just a bit of a train for everybody, but no, we'll see. I think we'll give it our best shot, get a good launch off the line and see where it goes. If I have to back out and stay in P2, then so be it. So I've got another shot tomorrow, so yeah.
And as you're leading the championship, how do you manage that risk?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it changes too much in that, you know, whether I'm third and only 13 points behind, like in Joe's case, you know, we have quite a lot to lose. You know, not going for silly risks when you don't need to. Obviously making the moves happen when you have to, because that's crucial. A lot of drivers kind of just, I guess, back out of everything when they can and stuff like that. So you know, being more decisive, I guess, but you know, making sure you have a clean weekend. I think, you know, we started off very well with a P2 and a P1 in quali, so yeah, it's pretty much all you need to do. Sounds easy, but it's not.
And are you feeling confident about next year and 2024? Is the plan to stay with Carlin?
I'm not 100% sure. I would love to stay with Carlin. I think, you know, they've kind of brought me up as you know, in my single-seater career. So yeah, it would be amazing to stay with them. But what championship I do, I'm not 100% sure yet. Obviously, you know, there's a few. I guess for most people in this championship, the main goal is to move on to F3. But obviously, that comes with other implications. So look, we'll see. We'll give it our best shot. I think at the moment I'm focused on the 2023 season, but yeah, I think we'll think about 2024 more when it comes to the time. So, yeah.
And is your preference to stay in Europe, or are you thinking about the road to Indy as well?
I think I'm keeping, you know, my tabs option available. You know, I did some tests over in the States last year, which went very well, and so, you know, therefore I've got some connections out there, which is, you know, very useful. I think primarily probably stay in Europe, stay with Carlin or something like that. So that'd be the main goal, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think it's you know, it's sometimes out of your control. You just got to see what happens, and yeah, the best way to do that is by, you know, winning on track. So that's what I'm focused on doing.
So Mike, end of qualifying here at Brands. It's very hot today, but a great start to the day for you with
got me standing out here as well. No, I'm joking. It's all good.
A great start today for you with 2 JHRs in the top 5.
Yeah, fantastic. As I was just saying, we walked down. Matt wants a little bit more out of that, and so did I. The red flag probably didn't help him because he didn't get the best out of his first run, but Joseph got that mega lap in that matters, and stuck it on pole, and he's just missed the spot for pole in race 2. So one apiece for Voisin and Joseph, very close to the points. So all to play for, I think, in race 3, reverse grid race as well. So we'll see how they go in these 2 races. We get a good start in race 2 and get the lead. Maybe we can get a jump, but it's going to be hard. But yeah, it's a good start. It's where we want to be, definitely.
And how satisfying is it for you to see drivers you work so hard with delivering on track?
It's good. I mean, for me, obviously, it's a good rapport. It's a good. What I mean, it looks good. Good reputation. You might need to move this way a bit, by the way. There's a truck coming through, so we'll slide on over it. Yeah, it's good for us at School of Send and everyone that works with us, because yeah, our drivers in GB3 are both doing really well, and it's kind of proof that it's not a fluke with one driver. It's not a mistake. It's like both of my boys are up there. They have their individual strengths and weaknesses, and that's probably what's caused the pushes and falls of the championship for them. But the team at JHR, obviously, they put such a good car down, especially in the cooler and medium weather. We do really well. We struggle a little more in the heat, which is why I'm really happy this weekend, because in the heat typically we've just struggled a little bit, and now we've got that pole position. So, and that's 3 for 3 now. That's Matt 1, Joseph 1. So we'll see if Joseph can get the last one, shall we?
And what's the issue with the heat? Is just managing the tyres out on track?
Changes the dynamics of the car a lot. Everything gets a bit softer, things get a bit different, and the balance changes, and a slightly different driving style needs to take place in the car, and maybe you just need to move the car setup and balance a little bit around it. Not a lot, but yeah, it's a different type of driving. Ask any driver if you're driving in 35 degrees in the heat or you're driving in 5 degrees in the winter. Most say they prefer the winter because everything just feels more responsive and nice. Things get a bit gooey, so to speak, in the summer. And it's also a challenge in the heat as well. You know, I remember racing in temperatures like this in must have been Houston, Texas. It was like 38 degrees in a USF 2000 race. And I literally felt like I weighed twice as much. I actually weighed half as much probably when I got out of the car, but I felt awful. Like I just couldn't stand up. I felt faint. I needed water. And these boys will be going through that this weekend. So it's hard. Full credit to them.
And how's your year been? You've been around at GB3 events and British F4 as well. How's your year been?
It's been good. In total, there's 5 categories-ish I'm working with drivers in this year. So Fiesta Junior, got an older fella in Ferrari Challenge I enjoy working with. Had a couple race wins there. The Fiesta Junior kid's doing well. Sam Nisa, so he might be stepping up next year actually into something a bit faster. So it's good. And these boys obviously, they're pulling the rope. Not hard enough. I want to pull a little bit harder. We could have a championship lead, but doing a really good job. And a little bit of F4 as well when I can fit it in. So yeah, it's been a busy year, and I think next year is shaping up to be the same.
And just one final question: what are you expecting from the race later on, and of course the 2 races tomorrow?
Win. If we get it off the line, fine. I think we should be right. If we don't, be a bit of a fight. Race 2, same story. We need to get Boyson off the line. All depends really, and yeah, you never know. Leaders make mistakes. People do things wrong. So I couldn't really tell you, but I've got a funny feeling, all going smoothly, we could get a win today. It's all looking fairly sharp for that, isn't it?